Hello, my babies. So I'm gonna try to go very fast with this story because, like I said last video, my storage on my computer literally sucks. I wish I had like better storage, but I don't. So let's just get right into this. So this happened when I was in like 4th grade. So it happened like a really long time ago. Not like a really long time ago, but it has been like a lot of years and stuff. So a lot. Oh my god. So I have bad English. So it has been a while, and basically we had worked at our dad's shop that day because my dad like owns a landscaping business, and we had to help him out, like move out of the shop because we just like he didn't want that big shop anymore. So we, oh my god, my dog is so loud. But we were coming back and we stopped at Zaxby's and we ate Zaxby's because Zaxby's is good, and I got a cream soda. And basically we had gotten back, and me and my brother, we invited our friends over from like a few streets down, and our friends, they were like, okay, well, let's play hide and seek. And we were like, oh yeah, sure. So we started to play hide and seek, and an important thing to know is that my bedroom is like right on the other side of the wall as my parents. And you probably are like, well, why is that important? And trust me, it is later on in the story. So basically, me and Elliot were hiding, and then my brother was counting in my room, and Ryan had hid in my closet, and we just heard like a really loud bang, and we were like, what's that? And I live in the city, so like I hear like street racers all the time, but this was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and like street racers are at like 1 a.m. So it's like, what is that? So basically, me and Elliot, we got up from the basement, and an important thing to also note here is that the house shook, and we were like, what is that? Like, you know, that's not normal. So me and Elliot went upstairs into the kitchen, and my mom was also there, and she was like, what happened? We were like, I don't know. And she was like, the house shook for you too. And we were like, yeah. And like, you know, we don't get tornadoes or earthquakes or anything. Like, we never get those. And we were like, what? We were just like so like breathless. Like, we didn't know what happened. And oh my god, basically, we went outside into the backyard, and we went to the very back of the house, and our big tree, I don't know if it was an oak tree or what, but our big tree in our backyard had crashed onto my parents' room. And as I said before, my bedroom was on the other side of the wall as my parents', and my parents' room had literally gotten destroyed. It was like shattered. It was like there were like branches through the bed. It was bad. There was like glass everywhere and stuff. And Ryan had hid on literally the other side of the wall. So now he really doesn't want to go in our house anymore. But we walked Elliot and Ryan home, and we told Elliot's parents what happened, because they were like, what happened? Why do you guys look so scared? And we told them what happened, and they drove us back to our house, and Elliot with them, and they were like, oh my god, do you guys need a place to stay? And my parents just said like, we'll figure it out or whatever. So my parents slept in my brother's room, and then my brother slept at his friend's house. My sister slept at her friend's house, and then me and my brother, the one that I was playing hide and seek with, we slept at Ryan's house. And we had a lot of trouble going to sleep that night, and because we were just like so scared. And finally went to sleep, and the next morning I went to school, and my friend who lives like a few blocks down, he was like, oh my god, I heard, like, what happened? Because I had told like some of my other friends, and he was like, I heard it. And I was like, what? And he was like, I heard it from like down the street, and he lives a few blocks away from me. And I was like, you heard it? And he was like, no, duh, like a tree crashed on like someone's house, like I'm gonna hear that. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of true. So we started talking, and I didn't know, like, I was like, where am I gonna stay? Like, I was kind of like panicking, and my teacher was like, it's like not a big deal. And I hated my 4th grade teacher. I'm gonna tell more stories about her, but she was just like not a good person. So finally we stayed in a hotel, and we stayed in like a really nice one. Like that breakfast was delicious, and when I say delicious, it was like probably the best breakfast that I've ever had. And I'm not a breakfast person. Like normally I don't eat breakfast. I literally only eat like snacks, lunch, and dinner, and that's like good for me. But like that breakfast was so good. And the only bad thing was that it was downtown, so it was like 20 or 30 minutes away from my school. And I'm normally used to my school literally being like 5 to 15 minutes away from me, so that was a bit weird. But I digress. Oh my god, big words. So once we found we were in a hotel for about like a week and a half, and then we found a rental house, and it was kind of like a really rich neighborhood. And when I say rich, I mean like there was a literal mega mansion right across from us. And basically, oh my god. So basically, we spent a while there. And, so we just spent some time at that house. I say it was like probably around like 3 months and stuff, so it wasn't like super long, but it was like a pretty long time, especially given the fact that I didn't live in my house for like 3 months. And finally my house got repaired. We got a new roof. Yeah, so it was good. It lasted a really long time, but finally I have my house, and we haven't had any like complaints with like trees falling on it or anything in years, so that's very good. As you know, yeah, you know, trees aren't supposed to fall on your house, but sometimes they do, and sometimes, yeah, that happens. And like me, I know you guys, if you're going through something, you can get through it. I know, a motivational mommy here. Okay. That's like the weirdest thing I literally ever said. So, goodbye my little babies. I hope you guys do well. So, yes, comment below if you like me saying babies. Or if you completely hate it and wish it would die in a rat's den. That's a weird saying, but yeah, just comment if you like it or if you hate it. I really don't care. I really like it. But so yeah, I guess love yourself, because that's important. I don't know how to end videos, so I'm just literally just gonna say goodbye.